recording is on, just as an FYI for you again, if you'd like to shut your camera off. But I want to welcome everyone again. Thanks so much for being here. We are super excited to be offering this financial wellness series through the Institute, and very, very grateful to both Grace Himmelwright and Carol Straczynski, financial wellness experts from the Northeast Ohio How Money Works Leadership and Learning Center. I think I said that backwards. I think it's the Learning and Leadership Center. Apologies. But grateful that you were willing to be here and share your knowledge and your expertise with all of us, and to your commitment with helping women learn to become more financially well. So thank you for being here. And we are just excited to hear all your knowledge. So I'm going to turn it over to you and we'll get started.
Awesome. Thanks, Gina. Hi, I'm Carol. We're going to start this program with a little bit about how money works. And we're going to start today learning the slides, and you're going to have the words next to it, which will be on our website, which you can always go to if you need to catch up. And that is wealthwave.com/Grace. And you'll be able to see all the slides and all the presentation notes, so you don't have to worry about scurrying and keeping your notes.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and pull up the presentation, and you can see right there on our website where you can go visit to see the presentation again, or share it with someone else. And today we're going to do, let's talk about money. Okay, so right there it is. And you should be able to see that on your screen. And Gina, can I just get a confirmation that you can see the first slide?
Yes, it is up there. It looks great.
All right, thanks. All right. And then of course, secondly is, did it progress? Did the screen?
I'm so sorry. I muted myself again. Yes, it progressed. And I'm going to go ahead and pop that link in the chat for everyone, so we'll have easy access to it.
Wonderful.
Okay. Perfect.
Okay.
All right, and we're going to start. Let's talk about money. Women are the primary breadwinners in 40% of the U.S. households. We own 30% of private businesses and hold 52% management, professional, and related positions. We earn 57% of college degrees. With the progress we've made in our careers and our prospective inheritances we will receive from our parents and our spouses, women are expected to control $30 trillion of the financial assets in the U.S. by 2030. So at a time when women are accomplishing great things, why aren't we feeling more empowered about our financial future? There are several reasons. There is some of the result of the pay gap, workplace discrimination, and the family responsibilities that we carry, and some because we need to do more on our end to prepare for our financial future. We earn 82 cents for every dollar earned by a man. We take days off and time away for our careers to take care of our children, our partners, and our parents.
So is everybody seeing the slides? We're just checking in.
We are on the first page of the website that says the big question, the next wave, no woman left behind.
Okay, so we're going to do.
Is this the?
Okay, so that you can see some of the statistics that we reviewed. Are you seeing it now?
Yes, that is perfect.
Terrific. Thanks, Gina.
Sure.
Okay, so as Carol said, by 2030, we're expected to control $30 trillion in assets, which is a really big number. But yet, and I'm sure why some of you joined us today, we're just not feeling confident and empowered about our financial future. So at a time when we've accomplished so much, why is that happening? So why aren't we feeling what we should feel? As Carol mentioned, we're at 82 cents for every dollar still earned by a man. And we take days off work, away from our careers, to take care of our children, our parents, and our partners.
These interruptions in our career can significantly impact our chances for promotions, our ability to earn higher income levels, and for some women, investing in full retirement benefits. Over a lifetime, the gender pay gap ends up costing us more than $450,000. We make less money, we spend an average of 12 fewer years in the workforce, and as a result, we have a lower lifetime earnings. So when we retire, we receive 80% of what retired men receive in Social Security benefits. In retirement, we're more likely to need long-term care services since we live longer than men, and we will spend twice as many years in a disabled state as men do. But we are less able to afford long-term care. In 2019, the average cost for a one-bedroom unit in an assisted living facility was $48,000 per year. According to a recent retirement literacy survey, 89% of women are not literate about retirement. 43% of us are not comfortable with the market risk since the COVID-19 crisis. 70% of us are concerned about having a guaranteed income stream in retirement, and 73% of us do not have a plan to cover long-term care costs.
And if any of those topics are interesting, when you visit our website, you'll see that all of the slides are annotated. So you can do more research on your own if that's something that you're interested in.
So we end up shrinking our retirement dreams or even giving up entirely. I'm going to turn it over to Grace and she's going to finish the program.
Thanks, Carol. So take a moment and think about, what are your retirement dreams? Do you plan to retire, or do you think you'll need to keep working? Most people dream about traveling, spending more time with family and friends, taking care of family, pursuing hobbies, maybe it's volunteerism, or pursuing an encore career, or going back to school, maybe getting that degree at Ursuline that you've always dreamt about, or starting a business. If we're going to improve our retirement literacy to help our retirement dreams, we have to start having conversations about money. We have to talk to our friends and our coworkers about money over lunch, or have a lunchtime Zoom, right? Like we're doing today. We have to talk about the things we're concerned about. We have to start asking questions. Questions like, well, how do I protect my family if something happens to me? Or, excuse me, do I need to worry about long-term care? How do I minimize my taxes in retirement? And if we get an answer with a lot of financial jargon, we have to insist on answers that we can understand. We need to learn how money works. We need to learn basic financial concepts, like the power of compound interest, the time value of money, and the rule of 72. We need to apply the 7 money milestones by understanding and paying attention to all of the things that make up our financial picture: financial education, proper protection, our cash flow, building wealth, protecting wealth. We have the power to take control of our financial future. The best time to start is now. Be sure to continue to attend these classes. And we're going to be offering ones of, we're going to survey and find out which of the areas of the 7 money milestones are most important to people that are part of our Institute for Women, Wellness, and Work. And for people that are interested, we're going to share copies of our book, How Money Works. Excited next year to be launching another book that we'll share through the Institute, How Money Works specifically for women. But you can get a lot from the How Money Works book that's helpful. We need, as women, to save and invest more. If we save $10 a day, we'll have roughly $300, right, by the end of the month. And if you need to start smaller, then start with $5 a day. And by the end of the month, you'll have $150 saved. We have to start taking these small steps every day to help us get where we need to be in retirement. We need to start planning for our financial goals. We spend more time planning a party or a vacation, many of us do, than we do for our financial future. First thing you need to do is identify what you want for yourself and your family. Then you can start putting in place the things you need to do to reach those goals. Interestingly, women are better savers than men, but we invest less than men. Some reports show 40% less investment done by women than the average man. Not knowing basic financial concepts like the power of compound interest, the time value of money, and the rule of 72 holds us back from doing the most with the money that we do save. And we need to seriously consider working with a financial professional, someone who will listen, educate, inform, and collaborate with us. Most married women tend to defer to their husband to make the majority of the family's financial planning decisions. A lot of women feel misunderstood or even ignored by financial advisors, which is why many women leave their financial advisor conversations to their husbands, and also, which is why women may leave their financial advisor when their husband dies or if they divorce. Well, what happens if your spouse is not there? What do you do if you receive an inheritance? Now is the time for you to become more involved in your family's finances. And if you work with a financial professional, insist that that professional, he or she, whoever they are, keeps both people informed about the couple's finances. The financial services industry, admittedly, tends to lump all women into the same category. But we are not all the same as women. We each have our own goals. A young woman just starting her career is different from a single mom of school-aged children, for example. And that woman is different from a widow making decisions about her retirement and legacy. A financial professional can and should help you put a plan in place to achieve your particular goals. While each of us is different, most women view money as a means to an end, a way to accomplish our goals, and not the end itself. So when we talk about money, let's talk about what's most interesting to you. And so I'm hoping, Carol and I are hoping that women will share with the Institute the areas that are where they're at and what they need help with. Because when it comes to talking about money, it's a different conversation, and there's a lot of different information that is important to each of us. So when we look at the 7 money milestones, okay, those are the key factors that women need to focus on. You've already started off great by joining us for our How Money Works talks. And we want to really hone into especially the 7 money milestones and which of those and what is of the most importance to women. We'll try to touch on all of them, but we're hoping to get feedback and know what it is that is most important. Okay. So if there's any comments or questions that we can open up, Gina, for, we're very excited to have some interaction with our group attendees and help in planning the next and going forward.
Grace and Carol, thank you so much. I think, this information has been really terrific. And I would love to hear if anybody has some questions or thoughts. I posted some information here in the chat as to what the rule of 72 is. I myself didn't know what that is, and this this financial wellness series is going to be really beneficial for me because a lot of this is very new. So I'm wondering if anybody has thoughts or comments on things that you are hoping to learn more about as we plan for the future of the financial wellness series, which again will be on the second Tuesday of the month at noon every month going forward. And you'll see those coming to your email inbox through the newsletter where you can register. Of course, you can always register on the website as well. But let me ask, does anybody have questions? You want to unmute yourselves? Please do. Well, I can appreciate that some of us are shy, and this is a big topic for us to be exploring. So actually, I would just like to, based on your presentation, just to comment on a few things. First of all, how you noted that women generally defer to their spouses, particularly if their spouses are male, to manage the finances. I was definitely one of those women. I was married for 17 years. And upon going through a very unexpected divorce, I was really lost, right? And that's a scary thing, and something that a lot of times I think we don't think about, we're not prepared for. And I had to figure things out. And luckily I had the support system that I needed to do that. But what a great thing for us to be thinking about and planning, and also just being active agents in our own, financial journeys, right? Is such an important concept.
Mm-hmm. So what we're thinking, and thank you, Gina, for sharing, and thank you also for sharing in the chat that we do need to have a voice, and asking questions is a great way to find out what's going on. And so what I would share is that for next month, what we're going to do is we're going to journey through the elements of financial literacy. So we're going to understand what the components are, and it'll be a building on that concept. And as we offered, if there's anyone that would like a copy of our book, How Money Works, Stop Being a Sucker, we're happy to share that with our compliments. So you can reach out to Gina or there's a spot on the website where you can get contact information for our How Money Works Learning and Leadership Center here in Kirtland. And we'll drop one through the post office to you. We obviously need your address. And then the only other thing that we ask is that you share with us what you're hoping to gain from reading our book. It's supposed to be a fun book. It has, it's patterned after a comic book, actually, because our friends that wrote the book, one of them, Tom Matthews, is a real history buff. And when they were training people to be pilots for the World War, there wasn't the amount of commercial pilots then. And they actually used comic books to train people how to fly planes. So these were farmers and factory workers, and they were taught how to fly planes to be part of the original flying military. And so the book is actually patterned after a comic book. So please don't be intimidated, and reach out to us if you'd like your own copy, and we'll share it with you.
I have a copy of the book and it's great. And I just want to acknowledge that it is an Amazon bestseller. Very easy to read and digest, and lots of great information in there. A very generous offer from you both to share a copy of that.
Absolutely, because fundamentally, why pay something on Amazon if we're offering it to you for free?
Right. It'll be a Christmas gift to yourself, so you can, learn in this next year how to build your financial future, your foundations.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So we look forward to this series. We look forward to connecting with people and helping in meaningful ways. And we're just so appreciative to the Institute for including myself and Carol.
Thank you.
And happy to serve.
Fantastic. Thank you. This was wonderful. And maybe what we can do at the Institute is we'll send out a survey, also asking everyone what their goals are in financial wellness, learning and education, and get some feedback that way that we can share as we move the series forward. And again, I think this is such a critical piece for all of us, and we thank you for your willingness to share. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Welcome.
All right. Well, we will wrap it up. And thanks everyone who made the time to be here today. And we will be sharing a recording of this on our website, again, with the link to wealthwave.com/grace, where you can also submit your information and request a copy of the book, How Money Works, which is a great Christmas gift, holiday gift to yourself. So thank you again so much. I hope everybody has a wonderful afternoon.
Thank you.
Thanks,
You
Gina.
too. Bye.
Bye.